Now this next recipe is fantastic because it's actually called Skillet Cabbage. Let's look at the recipe.
Okay.
It calls for 3 cups of cabbage shredded, 1 cup of onions sliced, 1 garlic clove minced, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of tarragon, 1 tablespoon of sweet basil, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and that is optional.
Okay, now you're talking about an anti-cancer meal.
Talk about anti-cancer.
This is it right here.
Yes, indeed.
The cabbage.
Yes, indeed. And what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting ready to put in the olive oil so we can get that nice and going there, because we're going to use the onions and garlic to start off. We're going to smell the place out.
Okay.
All right. Give me a spatula over there, Curtis, please.
All right.
I'm sorry. One of these. This particular one, so I can actually just move this around the pan.
The cabbage family.
The cabbage family.
Brussels
Talk a little bit
sprouts,
about that while I'm
broccoli.
putting this together.
Yeah, cabbage family, the Brussels sprouts, broccoli in particular. There's a lot of research done on this whole family, particularly the cruciferous, what we call it. And John Hopkins, in Baltimore, Maryland, advocates broccoli in particular as a cancer fighter to assist those going through cancer treatment. So this is very profound as far as anti-cancer food. But the cabbage is part of that family as well, so cabbage can be included as well.
And you know, in that cabbage family also, we got broccoli. You said we got Brussels sprouts, and we have
and the cabbage, yeah.
And the cabbage family. So,
those are main ones. There's others too, but those are the main ones in that family.
People have said to me things like, well, I heard the word cruciferous. What exactly is that? Well, that's actually the family we just talked about, the cabbage, the broccoli, the cabbage. They're all a part of that group as well. Kale and also kale greens and also collard greens are part of that family too. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start putting the cabbage on top. Yes, indeedy. You know, we did a program one time where people said, can she possibly get all that cabbage in that pan? And the answer is yes, we can. Yes, we can, all right? And you're going to make it, you know, shred it. And all we're going to do at this point is take our seasonings, and we've got the seasonings we're going to put on top. And these seasonings are sweet basil, the tarragon, and also a little bit of salt. We're going to put our lid on. I haven't done a cayenne pepper yet, but we're going to put our lid on top of that.
Let that cook down a little bit?
Last one, yes. It actually will cook down.
Oh, okay.
It is fantastic, and it keeps you from having a lot of, people say they get flatulence when they do cabbage. Well, you don't get it because we're not using that water. The water's already in the cabbage. It will base its own self. And you know what? We still got one more recipe, so let's go to the last recipe. 4 cups of red kidney beans cooked, 1 1/2 cup of water, 2 garlic cloves minced, 1 tablespoon of chicken style seasoning, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of coriander, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Now, this is a real good one. Very, very quick and easy to make. All you have to do is put your oil in your pan, and we're going to start
red beans.
We're going to start up. This is really a good one, Curtis. Talk a little bit about the red beans. How good are the beans as far as
of course,
cancer
the
fighters?
legume family, any of the legume family is part of an anti-cancer program, particularly a lot of good research on colon cancer in particular. So according to the American Institute of Cancer Research, done a lot of research on that, and so red beans is part of the legume family, and the fiber as well. I think that's one of the reasons why they suggest it has a lot of anti-cancer properties.
And it's very beautiful in color. You know,
yes,
I love
it
the
is.
color and everything in this one. This one has, like I said, the cumin, the coriander, the chicken style seasoning, and the onion powder. And all we're going to do is just sprinkle that right on top. No, the longer it sits, the better it gets. You know, and the seasonings are beautiful.
Yes.
And what we're going to do is we're going to put that top on, and it just simmers. It comes to a boil, and then it simmers, and then after it simmers, it's ready to go. How about that?
And that was fast and easy.
Easy and fast.
Now this can be, well, not really a one-dish meal, but what would you have with this?
You can serve this up with brown rice. You can serve it with brown rice. Is a real good idea to put it with brown rice. If you think all the food we showed you is just too much for you to eat, you can always, of course, send us some of it. But anyway, you know, what can I say?
So brown rice.
Brown rice can go with this dish, and you have one dish, and you've got the fish and all the other ones as well, you know. And so it just simmers for about 10 minutes on low. Okay.
And we could just sample some of this at the end?
We're going to get the sample some of it at the very end, you know, and once again, all these recipes are available in our cookbook.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, What we're going to do is we're going to go away, and we're going to come back, and we're going to show you the final product, so stay by.